Hello friends. Now we are going to discuss about drugs and alcohol abuse. So coming to the drugs, the chemical substance which has biological effect on human and animals. So the drugs commonly abused include opioids, cannabinoids and coca alkaloids. The proper education and guidance would enable youth to safeguard themselves against these dangerous behavior pattern and follow a healthy lifestyles. First, opioids. The drugs bind to opioid receptors in the CNS and gastrointestinal tract. For example, morphine, smack, and heroin. So, morphine, obtained from latex of poppy plant, Papaver somniferum, sedative and painkiller and use it to reduce the pain after the surgery. Heroin, we also call it a smack, chemically diacetylmorphine, bitter, white, odorless, and crystalline compound, obtained by acetylation of morphine, taken by snorting or by injection. Acts as a depressant and slows down the body functions. Next, so cannabinoids. Cannabinoids are the chemicals which interact with cannabinoid receptors present in the brain. So the natural cannabinoids are obtained from inflorescence of cannabis sativa. Marijuana, hashish, ganza, and charas are produced by various combination of flower tops, leaves, and resins of cannabis plant, taken by inhalation and oral ingestion. Affects the cardiovascular system of the body. Coming to the sports person caught abusing in the recent times. So, coca alkaloids or cocaine. Cocaine is also called coke or crack. So, interface with the transport of neurotransmitter called dopamine. Taken by smoking, stimulates the CNS and induce euphoria and increase energy. So, higher dosage will cause hallucinations. Next, hallucinogens. Products from plants like Atropha belladonna and Datura species are hallucinogenic. So, lysergic acid diethylamide obtained from fungus, barbiturates, amphetamines, benzodiazepines treat the mental illness like depression and insomnia are abused. Tobacco companies kills their best customers, right? So, because of the tobacco, it leads to lung cancer, bronchitis, cancer of throat, gastric ulcer, so which contains the carbon monoxide content, which is being bounded to the oxygen and which leads to decreased oxygen supply to our body. Alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant, affects the CNS. So, this is the normal liver, and this is the liver with cirrhosis who are chronic alcoholics. So, their liver will become like this. So say no to drugs always because our health is in our hands. Adolescence. Adolescence describes the teen years between 12 and 19 and can be considered the transitional stage from childhood to adulthood. Adolescence is a time of both disorientation and discovery. So, the transitional period can bring up the issues of independence and self identity. Many adolescents and their peers face a tough choices regarding the schoolwork, drugs, alcohol, and their school life. Thus, it is been very vulnerable phase of mental and psychological development of an individual. Causes of drug abuse: curiosity, need for adventure and excitement, and experimentation motivates the children to experiment. The first use of drug or an alcohol may be out of curiosity and experimentation. Stress and pressures to excel in academics, significant role in persuading the youngsters to try alcohol and drugs to escape the facing problems. The perception among the youth, it is cool to smoke, use the drug or alcohol, is also in a way of major case for the youth to start these habits. TVs, movies, newspaper, internet, and also helps to promote this perception. Unstable or unsupportive family structures and peer pressures also. Next, addiction and dependency. Following are the cases of drug and alcohol abuse. These are curiosity, need of adventure, excitement, experimentation to escape from stress, unsupportive family structure. With repeated use of drug and alcohol, the tolerance level of the receptors in our body will increase and consequently they respond only to higher doses of the drugs and alcohol addiction. In the regular doses of the drugs and alcohol is abruptly discontinued. The body manifests the characteristics and unpleasant withdrawal symptoms. which can be anxiety, nausea, sweating, exam, etc. Finally, which leads to dependency. Drug effects. The immediate effect of the drug and alcohol are manifested as recklessness behavior, vandalism, and violence. So, excess dose can lead to coma, death due to cerebral hemorrhage, respiratory and heart failures. A combination of drugs or their intake with alcohol will lead to death. The most common warning signals of drugs and alcohol abuse includes drop in academic performance, lack of interest in personal hygiene, withdrawal and isolation from family and friends, aggressive and rebellious behavior, lack of interest in hobbies, change in sleeping and eating habits, fluctuation in their weight. When the drug is taken intravenously, it can lead to infections like AIDS and hepatitis. The use of alcohol during the adolescence can lead to heavy drinking in adulthood. The chronic use of drug and alcohol damages to the central nervous system and liver. Misuse of anabolic steroids will causes the following in females. So masculinism, so which leads to development of beard and mustache, and increased aggressiveness, mood swings, so abnormal menstrual cycles, excessive hair growth on the face and the body, enlargement in clitoris, deepening of the voices. So misuse of anabolic steroids causes the following in males: acne, increased aggressiveness, depression, reduction in the size of testicles, decreased sperm count, so potential for kidney and liver dysfunction, premature baldness, enlargement of the prostate gland, enlargement of the chest. Prevention and control. Avoid undue peer pressure. Education and counseling to face the problems, stress, to accept the failure. Help from the parents as well as to the peers, as well as from the peers. Professional and medical help should be there. So always say no to drugs with all these. So always the future is being very brightful than with the drugs. So thank you very much. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.